Good morning. How are you today? Welcome to English. We are in the reading book and we are going to read the last one of the text. And it's called Computer Crazy. Computer oranges. You probably use a computer. In fact, you probably use one every day. And you might be reading this on one. Of course that you are. But you can say what a computer's basic function is. Well, a computer takes input from the upper user, from the user. It produces output. This means you tell the computer what to do by giving it commands and the computer does it. The first computer wasn't exactly a computer as we know it. It helped to do calculations and was called an abacus. Nobody really knows who invented the abacus, but it was probably the Chinese during the Ming Dynasty from 1368 to 1644. Oops, sorry. Do you know what an abacus is? It's a simple device that solves mathematical problems. It can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. But do you have one at school? Yeah, you may have one at home, or maybe in the past you had one. The computer really began in 1833 with a man named Charles Babbage. He never made a computer, but his analytical engine used a lot of the parts that modern computers use, such as a memory and a processor. It wasn't until many years later that the first computer was actually made. A short timeline of computers. We have 1936, the first computer. In 1953, IBM International Business Machines made their first computer. In 1958, the first computer chip. 1963, Douglas Engelbart invents the mouse. 1969, the first internet called ARPANET is invented. In 1975, Bill Gates starts Microsoft. In 1976, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak start Apple. In 1981, the first personal computer is introduced by IBM. In 1985, Microsoft announces Windows. In 1991, the first laptop and the internet. In 1996, Google begins. In 1999, Wi-Fi is invented. So computers can connect to the internet without wires. In 2004 or 2004, Facebook launches, and finally in 2005, YouTube starts. That's a long time ago, actually. Computers in daily life. Computers are an important part of our life. Computers are in schools, shops, banks, hospitals, and most places you can think of. We use computers to do everything. You can order food from the supermarket, you can read books online, you can chat with friends in real time, you can watch movies and listen to music on them. You can play games. Modern life would be impossible without them. Computers have lots of benefits, but there are also a lot of disadvantages. One of the big disadvantages is the effect on your health. Using a computer can affect your arms, your back, and of course your eyes. There is also addiction when someone becomes obsessed with their computer or smartphone. There is also a large impact on the environment. When you throw away a computer, it releases chemicals that are harmful for humans, like lead and mercury. These chemicals can contaminate the water supply. This affects plants and animals. Lead can cause radiation disease. Mercury can cause cancer. Computers also use a lot of energy, which has an effect on the environment. Computers now and then. The main difference between computers in the past and computers today is the size. Computers in the past were enormous. Compare the photo of ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, from 1946, with a modern laptop. The ENIAC had 6,000 switches and 18,000 tubes and cabinets. It took up a whole room and it weighed 30 tons. Imagine having an ENIAC in your bedroom. Now computers are really slim and really light. Why did computers get smaller? Scientists and engineers know more about electronics now. The microchip replaced the large parts in all computers, and electricity moved between these microchips very quickly. Microchips help computers get smaller and smaller. How computers will change in the future. Virtual reality. Virtual reality headsets are going to become more popular in the future. They will change how we look at the world. Virtual reality headsets are for games at the moment, but people will probably use them in tourism, making movies, medicine, and architecture in the future. Want to visit Mars? With virtual reality, you can. Augmented reality. Augmented reality is similar to virtual reality. It creates a digital world on top of the real world. Virtual reality creates a different world. This means that you can fight zombies in your living room or follow a guide to repair your bike. Flexible tablet. This idea has been around for some time. Tablets made from the same material as a mouse pad. Perceptual computing. Perceptual computing is when you control a computer with your senses. So you don't use a keyboard, you use your hands and eyes. This means you can use your eyes to pause a video you are watching on your laptop, for example. Imagine thinking about doing your homework and then your computer does it for you. Imagine going to a website just by thinking about the topic. These all seem like science fiction, but in the future, your computer will probably know you better than you know yourself. Brilliant. Now we are going to label the pictures. So we have here an abacus, a smartphone, that's a microchip, and a virtual reality headset. So we are going to label them. Microchip. Wow, I lost the line. Sorry. That's the virtual reality headset. I'm going to move a bit down because this one gets stuck. Okay, so we have the 4 words for the pictures. Let's go down to continue with the page. Complete the sentences with information from the text. In the past, an abacus helped people do calculations. Douglas Engelball invented the computer. Okay, when someone becomes obsessed with his or her computer, it is called an addiction. It happens with video games now or smartphones. They can cause cancer. Yeah, some chemicals that can cause cancer. Computers in the past were enormous, were very, very big. The microchips replaced the large parts in old computers. Perceptual computing is when you control a computer with your hands and eyes. That's the term for perceptual computing. Okay, now we are going to move to the final page. Write 3 things you already know and 3 things you learned from the text. Okay, things I already know. We can do everything with computers. We use computers to order food from the supermarket. There are also computers at the hospital. Oh, sorry. Moved, right? Oh, sorry. What happened here? Oh, something is happening. Can you see it? Oh, so strange. Okay, finally, there are computers at hospitals and banks. Okay, that was something we already knew. Now, things I learned, ENIAC was an enormous computer. Virtual reality can be used for medicine. And what else? Microchips help computers become smaller and smaller. Okay, so we are going to think. What technology do you think will exist in 50 years' time? Do you think in 50 years, technology in 50 years? Let's think. How about flying cars? Everybody thinks about flying cars. I'm not really sure, but maybe. And this is an illustration, so we are going to write the word for the first one. This is like moving. Strange, right? Something's happening today, and it's moving real strange. Okay, we're going to brainstorm. Maybe flying cars, vision operated computers, what else? Flexible smartphones, maybe robots. Robots can do many things. And auto driven cars that drive themselves. Okay, we can write many things, and now you can draw your vision. Vamos a dibujar los gadgets or what we have written here. So this is your part of the page. We are going to illustrate our vision. So we have finished the reading book today. Thank you very much for your work during this year, and see you soon. Thank you. Bye.